All right, well, we're going to start the show this week with an uplifting and supportive little article titled "Your Ideas Are a Little Dumb, and So Are Mine" by Justin Novak. He's a metrologist at Norfolk News Shipbuilding. The article appeared in Monday's issue. You can see it right there, Monday's issue of Quality Digest Daily. Now, I chuckle a little bit as I said. Well, sure, why not? Because it's funny. But I chuckled as I said supportive and uplifting just before I rattle off the name of the article, which on first reading would seem to be anything but. But this article actually is supportive and uplifting for a couple of reasons. First, Justin Novak, he writes really, really well. If you haven't read the piece, do yourself a favor and check it out. I mean,
there's some funny stuff in there.
Funny stuff, and really well written, very
really well written,
smoothly written, very easy read, fun read. So check that one out. Second, and more important, I think, beneath the well-crafted language are some powerful points about diversity and inclusion. Two politically correct words that don't necessarily always play as well together as one might think and maybe hope. Without question, as Novak writes, our culture is diverse, but it's not always inclusive.
Which is interesting.
Which is interesting. A really interesting point he made there. Yeah. Our culture is diverse, not always inclusive, and that's really where his brilliant idea about dumb ideas comes in. Ideas, of course, are not facts, as he points out, and we all know that, I think. We maybe forget it sometimes. Every day, we all have lots and lots and lots and lots of ideas pouring out of us, ideas about our work and our politics, our relationships, our values, our intentions, our dreams, and a lot of other R's. Few of these ideas are rooted in anything that can be called a fact, but that doesn't really matter. Our ideas, more than our facts, really make us who and what we are. And in the workplace, I think it's easy and maybe inevitable that you're going to be confronted with ideas that you think are, well, dumb. I mean, I don't know a better way to put it.
What can you say?
It's the nature of the beast. I mean, lots and lots of ideas are dumb. I mean, lots and lots of ideas are dumb, yours included and mine included. That's important to remember. And that's really where diversity rears its beautiful head. Your background and mine aren't the same. Believe it or not, Dirk, we have different backgrounds, right? Nobody would have known it. So it's natural that the ideas that evolve from those different backgrounds are going to be different as well. But if we want to be inclusive, and this isn't just the PC me talking here, I do really think that inclusivity is the universal good, then we've got to accept that diversity in our backgrounds and in our ideas. We've got to accept that, because that means listening, and it means really listening to someone else when they propose something. And that's important because even if you don't like their basic premise, you might find something in their idea that adds to one of your ideas. And there's an even more basic and important reason, I think, why it's so important to respectfully listen to other people when they're sharing their ideas. Because when you show them that respect, they're much more likely to show you the same respect in turn, right? When you spout off about your own perfectly formed, ridiculously dumb idea. And that's really what it comes down to is, his point was a really good one. His idea about inclusivity and diversity being two different things. We don't always assume or understand that they are, but they are. And I think that if we want to have an inclusive workplace, for instance, you gotta accept diversity and understand people are coming from different places and listen to their ideas.
Right, and I like that last little bit there is that you got to understand that everybody's going to have dumb ideas, including yours.
Sure.
And if you're willing to listen to somebody else's dumb idea, at least consider it, then they're going to be willing to listen to your dumb idea and maybe listen to it, rather than constantly cutting each other off at the knees.
And one other thing, just before we move on, because I think this is important as well.
Because I think it's really dumb.
That's dumb. No, one other thing I think is really important is that today I just heard that the Oxford Dictionary's word of the year, post-truth. That kind of ties in here a little bit, I think. The idea of facts. Post-truth is the word of the year, which is kind of depressing, but it is their word of the year. So bear that in mind, that ideas and facts and truth are somewhat relative. So bear that in mind.
All right.